stronger U.S. presence headed for Europe as the war in Ukraine intensifies, plus how NATO is expanding its reach. And the day is finally here. Everything you need to know to get to concerts on the square back home for the first time in 3 years. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now at noon. I'm Leah Lynchide. Mark has the day off. We start with some breaking news at this hour. The state Supreme Court deciding a conservative member of the DNR Policy Board can remain on the panel indefinitely, even though his term ended more than a year ago. In a 4-3 vote, the justices ruled gubernatorial appointees can hold their positions indefinitely until the state Senate confirms their successors. The case centers on Fred Prane, a Wausau dentist appointed to the DNR board in 2020 by former Governor Scott Walker. His 6-year term ended in May of last year. Governor Evers appointed Sandra Nass to replace him, but Prane refused to step aside, and Republicans who control the Senate have refused to hold her confirmation hearing. We break down the Supreme Court's reasoning over on channel3000.com. New Lisbon police have arrested a man they say broke into an auto dealership before leading officers on a chase. Police were called to Rudig Jensen Auto just after 12:30 this morning for an active burglary alarm. When police got there, they say the suspect took off in a truck pulling a trailer. Police said he refused to pull over and led officers on a chase along the interstate before crashing near milepost 60. The suspect then ran from the scene but was soon after captured by police. It's 12:01. We're going to turn it over to Julian C. right now with a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Hi, Julian.
And it is a beautiful start to our afternoon, Leah, as we take a look at our skies right now. Pretty blue. A few clouds are just lingering for us throughout the rest of today, but we're going to be mostly seeing sunshine as we continue throughout the rest of our evening hours, and even going into tonight, we'll start to see those clear skies once again. 76 degrees here in Madison, a bit of humidity, so it feels a little bit of the sticky side, but not overly sticky as we're getting things rolling for us for the rest of our afternoon. Temperatures around southern Wisconsin, a bit warmer for our friends towards the south, with 82 degrees in Janesville and 79 in Fort Platteville. And as we take a look at our dew points around southern Wisconsin, many of us are feeling that humidity for today, a bit more of an increase than yesterday as we go in throughout the rest of our evenings. We can expect it to be a little bit more on the muggier side, but not overly uncomfortable. Now, we are on the dry end, and we're going to see dry conditions throughout the next 24 hours until we start to see some transition going into our Thursdays, what we're going to talk about in a few moments and preview a bit of that Concerts on the Square forecast coming up. Leah.
All right, like to hear it. Julian C. Wright, thank you very much. President Biden says the U.S. is increasing its military presence in Europe to deter Russia. This after a deal was struck with Turkey over its objection to welcoming Sweden and Finland as NATO members. Natalie Brandt reports.
Speaking alongside NATO's Secretary General, President Biden announced Wednesday the U.S. will bolster its military presence in Europe in the face of Russia's continued threat.
Today I'm announcing the United States will enhance our force posture in Europe and respond to the changed security environment, as well as strengthening our collective security.
The administration says that will include the first permanent U.S. presence in Poland, adding 2 F-35 squadrons to the U.K., deploying additional air defense in Germany and Italy, as well as stationing 2 more destroyers in Spain.
Together, our allies, we're going to make sure that NATO is ready to meet threats from all directions across every domain, land, air, and the sea.
And in a historic move, NATO will expand, extending a formal invitation to Sweden and Finland after Turkey dropped its opposition Tuesday.
NATO also says collectively it will significantly increase the number of troops on standby from 40,000 to more than 300,000.
President Putin has not succeeded in closing NATO's door. He's getting the opposite of what he wants. He wants less NATO. President Putin is getting more NATO.
Finland and Sweden had applied for NATO membership in response to Russia's war on Ukraine, now entering the 5th month.
Who of you does not agree that this is terrorism?
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says Russia has now become a terrorist state after it launched a missile strike on a shopping mall, killing at least 18 people. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
President Zelensky joined the NATO meeting via video conference. NATO countries pledged to continue their support of Ukraine. Embattled singer-songwriter R. Kelly will likely find out his fate in court today. He's facing a lengthy prison sentence after being convicted of 9 counts, including sex trafficking charges. Prosecutors say Kelly should get more than 25 years behind bars. Defense attorneys believe he should face a maximum of 10. Kelly is currently being held at a facility in Brooklyn. After his sentencing, he'll head to Chicago, where he faces a federal trial. Charges in that case for child pornography and obstruction. New video in this afternoon out of Maryland, where thankfully no one is hurt after a fire at a boys' summer camp. About 100 firefighters responded to this fire in Frederick County. It started at the camp's dining hall. The building was empty at the time. Fortunately, there are no reports of injuries. There's no word yet on what caused the fire. The Biden administration sending out vaccines to combat monkeypox in the U.S. The vaccine, made by a Danish company, is called Jynneos. It's the only shot licensed to fight monkeypox. With cases rising in the U.S. and around the world, officials are encouraging people to get the shot. 56,000 doses are on their way to areas in the U.S. where the virus is spreading fastest. In New York City, people lined up to get their vaccine.
Lots of us had heard stories, maybe a friend of our friend who had gotten monkeypox.
I feel a lot safer going out, meeting new people, whatever it is.
The U.S. has reported more than 300 cases of monkeypox in half the country, none, though, in Wisconsin. The disease spreads through close contact and creates a rash similar to the chickenpox. Most who get ill are likely to recover within a couple of weeks, though it can be deadly for some. More local news now. We have a traffic alert for you. Some road closures over the next couple of weeks in downtown Madison. Construction at the intersection of North Broome and West Dayton streets starts next Tuesday, right after the holiday. The 400 block of West Dayton Street will be closed at that intersection. North Broome Street will be reduced to 1 lane of traffic during work. The sidewalk and Metro Transit bus stops there will remain open. And the day has finally arrived. Concerts on the Square now just hours away from returning to its home in downtown Madison after 3 years away now. We got a sneak peek at some of the first performers. Meet Spectrum. They draw upon the talent of 4 voices to form a first-class vocal quartet. After spending 6 years recreating the sound and style of the 4 Tops in Las Vegas, the group has developed the versatility to cover the music of acts from The Temptations all the way to Bruno Mars.
I think there's something for everybody this summer, and it's just going to be a magical summer, coming together again as a community and celebrating live, accessible music.
The concert is free and open to the public. It starts at 7 tonight. You can put down your blanket to reserve a spot at the Capitol Square starting at 3 this afternoon. There will be a number of local food and beverage vendors on site as well around the Capitol Square. News 3 Now, a proud sponsor of Concerts on the Square. So we will have live coverage before the event tonight at 4, 5, and 6, as well as during. You can head over to channel3000.com for more details on this year's lineup. Well, it's 12:08 now. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Why the party's over for those looking for an Airbnb to throw their next rager.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Ashley Stars and Stripes 72-hour mattress sale. Save $1,000 on luxury brands. Get any size Beauty Rest Harmony and Harmony Luxe or Luxe Hybrid mattress for the price of a twin. Plus a bonus of 30% off at checkout at Ashley.
It's dangerous up here, and it's no fun shopping around for a reputable contractor. I've built my company on the promise to treat our customers like we would our own family. That means an honest, no-pressure sales experience, expert craftsmanship, and a lifetime guarantee of our work. We know Gutter Shutter is the best system for you and your home, and we'd love to show you how it can keep you safe and off that ladder forever. So call us or visit us online to set up your free estimate, and we can show you what Gutter Shutter and the Larson Home Experience is all about.
After my accident, I needed help.
The car was wrecked, and then the bills. The insurance company was giving me the runaround.
You don't need talk from the insurance company. You need to take back what's been taken away from you. Get every dollar you're entitled to. This is your one opportunity to go after all the money you're owed. Everything. Tell them you mean business. Call 800-800-5678, Hupy and Abraham, right now.
He has his grandfather's smile.
Her mother's eyes.
My cheekbones.
But will she have my diabetes?
My sickle cell anemia.
His father's heart disease?
Go to joinallofus.org to share your health information and speed up health research breakthroughs. The future of health begins with you.
Tired of millionaires in the Senate like Ron Johnson who only look out for the rich and powerful? Mandela Barnes will be a voice for hard-working middle-class families. As the son of a teacher and a third-shift factory worker, he gets it. He'll make the big corporations and the rich pay their fair share and lower middle-class taxes to make things more affordable for us. Mandela Barnes knows it's about the middle class, not the millionaires. Courageous Leaders PAC Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
It's Summerfest, so bring your I haven't heard live music in 27 months self, your festival food for lunch and dinner self, and your 12 stages in one day self. Bring your fest self to Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance.
Ashley Stars and Stripes 72-hour sale just got better. Don't miss our biggest savings. Save with doorbuster discounts up to 52% off while supplies last. A $1,000 purchase is just $21 a month. Plus, take up to a holiday bonus of 10% off our sales prices at checkout. Only at Ashley.
Wall Street suffered sharp losses following news that U.S. consumer expectations dropped in June to its lowest level since 2013. The weaker-than-expected numbers from the Conference Board, a business research group, highlighted rising inflation, especially for everyday essentials like food and gasoline. The Federal Reserve has been raising interest rates to tame inflation, but that's stoking fears of a recession. The FTC is suing Walmart over its money transfer services. The agency alleges Walmart let scam artists who stole hundreds of millions of dollars from customers use their services. The suit accuses Walmart of failing to properly secure those services at its store for years. It also says Walmart didn't properly train employees and failed to alert customers to the scams. The FTC is asking the court to order Walmart to return money to customers and impose civil penalties. Walmart called the lawsuit factually misguided and legally flawed. And in the wake of the Supreme Court's recent decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, some national pharmacy chains are limiting the number of contraceptive pills customers can buy. CVS and Rite Aid are among those preventing people from hoarding large amounts of so-called morning-after pills, they say, in order to prevent a shortage. Walmart and Amazon are reportedly doing the same. Morning-after pills are taken by women to prevent pregnancy after unprotected sex or if another birth control method fails. That is your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. I'm Serena Marshall.
Taking a look at your stock report at the noon hour. The Dow up 8 points this afternoon. NASDAQ is down 53. The S&P 500 down 12. Airbnb is slamming the door on house parties with a permanent ban today. People who violate the rule could either be suspended or removed from the platform. There have been reports of customers holding unauthorized ragers in the houses they rented through the platform. The ban also comes on the heels of an Airbnb party in Pittsburgh where 2 people died and several others were injured. 12:13 now. Our call for action phone bank is open right now, ready to take on your consumer issues. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to help you out with your consumer complaints. They're taking your phone calls right now. You can call them from 11 until 1. Again, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at that number on your screen at 608-270-2833. You can also call for action anytime on channel3000.com/call-for-action. Well, still ahead here on News 3 Now at noon, an alarming rise in firework-related injuries. How you can keep your family safe during your 4th of July celebrations. Plus, Julian, he's back with a look at your complete forecast, including the chance for storms leading up to the holiday.
Is your home just as hot inside as it is outside? The problem might be your walls have no insulation or ineffective builder's grade insulation letting all that heat in. But when USA Insulation wraps your home in our premium injection foam, we turn your home into a cooler, keeping the heat outside and your cool, comfortable air inside, right where it belongs, and helping you save on rising electric bills. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
It's Wow Wednesdays at Hy-Vee. This Wednesday, get Hy-Vee bacon, only $2.99. Hy-Vee frozen vegetables, only 58 cents. That's Smart Bananas, only 19 cents a pound. And Keebler cookies, only 99 cents. Wednesday only. For more ways to save on hundreds of items every day at Hy-Vee, check out our monthly catalog, our weekly ad, and scan the QR code to visit HyVeeDeals.com for even more deals.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
We're celebrating all things that make Madison very Asian.
Tomorrow, learn what sparked a global movement and how you can show your support during Very Asian Week.
And will temperatures around 90 stick around into the holiday weekend? That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
Concerts on the Square comes home to the Capitol Square Wednesday, June 29th. Enjoy a performance by the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra with family and friends at this totally free event starting at 7 p.m. Learn more at wcoconcerts.org.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back. Pam Yankee with the Midwest Farm Report. She's out of the radio barn this week. Rumor is she's in Las Vegas enjoying some triple-digit heat out there. We can take a look at your farm numbers without her up on your screen. There you go. There's a look at your ag markets. Pam should be back with us after the holiday. Speaking of the holiday, you can't have 4th of July celebrations without fireworks, but there's been an alarming uptick in firework-related injuries, landing thousands of Americans in the hospital. CBS's Gina Demetrius has some important advice to keep your outdoor celebrations safe.
This is what can happen when fireworks are misused. The Consumer Product Safety Commission is reminding Americans to play it safe this Independence Day. A new Cpsc report shows fireworks-related injuries are up 25% over the past 15 years. Last year, there were at least 9 deaths and an estimated 11,500 emergency room visits. Those numbers are down from a peak in 2020.
The overall trend is still high. I want to make sure that people understand that fireworks are explosives. They are dangerous.
Just last week, a 14-year-old in the Seattle area lost one hand and injured the other while playing with fireworks. The CPSC warns fireworks aren't for children, even sparklers.
They burn at about 2,000 degrees, so it's like handing a blowtorch to a child.
During the height of the pandemic, many cities canceled holiday fireworks and more consumers put on their own backyard shows. But this July 4th, public pyrotechnics, like here at Pasadena's Rose Bowl, are much easier to find. Experts say attending a professional display is the safer way to celebrate. If you do plan to use fireworks at home, remember the acronym WOW. W for water, have it handy to douse fires. O for one at a time, never light off multiple fireworks. W for walk away once it's lit, and never make or use illegal fireworks.
The fuse burns way too quickly or has too large a load in it, which can make the explosion much bigger than you think.
This year, July 4th falls on a Monday, extending the opportunity for celebration and potential mishaps. Dina Demetrius, CBS News, Pasadena, California.
And a reminder to make sure fireworks are legal in your area and only purchase and set off the ones that are labeled for consumer use. All right, we're going to head back to Julian now for a complete look at our forecast, hoping we have a nice weekend on tap for those fireworks, Julian.
That's right, we are. It's going to start off on a dry and warm trend, and that's pretty much what we're going to be seeing throughout much of the next few days for us. So we got to talk about summer activities, like first and foremost, taking a splash throughout the rest of today. We're looking for a high near around 86 degrees for us. It's going to be perfect pool weather, plenty of sunshine, not overly breezy and not really humid either. So it's going to be great to take a dive into the pool. And for our concerts on the square, here's how things are going to be shaping up for us. Still going to be very warm, but still just a little humidity, not a whole lot. So still going to be rather comfortable to be outside and enjoy, of course, hearing those wonderful musicians play. Now, as we take a look at what else we're going to be expecting, now that the cold front has swept its way through southern Wisconsin, it's going to be a little bit on the warmer side now. Now, we're watching for this low pressure system, which is over into the northern parts of the Great Plains. It's going to start to stretch into the upper Midwest. It could shake things up a bit, but it's also going to be bringing us warmer temperatures by the time we get into tomorrow. So we're going to be seeing some hot conditions once again as we get into our Thursday. But until then, it's going to be rather quiet over the next few hours for us. Now, as we get into our Thursday afternoon, we'll start to see warmer air coming in from the south, really funneling in some heat by the time we get into our lunchtime hour. We'll start to see middle 80s, and then by the time we are into our Thursday evening, 90-degree temperatures will start to sweep across many areas. And then on top of that, we'll take a look at going into our Thursday night. Potentially could see some showers here or there, but really into our Friday morning, could see just a quick little line of some showers, potentially a thunderstorm here or there, mainly on the isolated side. That could impact early Friday morning, but it's going to be out of here by the time we get into our Friday afternoon, opening up our sky to a bit cooler temperatures as we'll be into the lower 80s and a bit more sunshine. Not a whole lot of rain is expected with the system that's going to be sweeping its way through. Maybe a tenth to a quarter of an inch, depending on if we see those isolated thunderstorms. That's where we would see heavier rainfall. But outside of that, it's going to be a real quick and hit and run here in southern Wisconsin. Outside of that, a quick look at what we're going to be expecting going into our holiday weekend. Yeah, we're going to hold on to some warmer surface temperatures, but the humidity is not going to be rising past around the 65-degree mark throughout much of southern Wisconsin from Saturday into our Sunday either. So it's not going to be overly humid for us until we get into about next Monday, when we'll start to see a bit humidity start to roll in for us. But aside from that, our three things we're going to need to know. We do have a couple chances of some rain, but overall we're going to stay on the dry side, and it is going to be a warm stretch. Here's a look at what we're seeing for the next few days for us. Aside of Thursday and Friday, we're going to be dry going into our weekend, which is great. It means we can go outside and enjoy grilling and all of our 4th of July activities without having to worry about any rain. Then as we go into Monday, we have a slight chance of maybe seeing a thunderstorm, but overall the day in itself is going to shape up wonderfully to celebrate the 4th, Leah.
Boy, we couldn't draw up a better weekend.
I know, right? I'm so happy I get to forecast such a great holiday weekend for once. Every other one, I feel like it's maybe some rain, maybe some storms, but this one, perfect.
Hey, we're a fan. Julian, thank you very much. Yeah. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, Howard's getting ready for the 4th, too, in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Get ready for the holiday weekend with this no-bake dessert that'll let you reclaim your independence in the kitchen. It will.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This Thursday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. For every $60 you spend, that's a 40-cent fuel saver. This Thursday, one day only. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Get your outdoor projects done right with Menards. With the best selection of AC2 pressure-treated lumber and the inventory to back it up. Now is the time to get that outdoor project you've been meaning to get to done. Best yet, we've made it convenient for you to get in, out, and back to building. Whichever the project, Menards has the AC2 pressure-treated lumber to get it done.
Save big money at Menards.
We would never hit 12 drunk.
Clutch it up drunk? Not a chance. Do a stoppie drunk? We would never drift drunk. So you should never drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Ooh, Kohler, of course.
When were you going to tell me about the new shower?
Oh, you like it?
I love it.
I designed it myself.
Is she bragging about our shower again?
Wow.
It was all Kohler Luckstone. The walls, the storage, the shower head, everything. A Kohler authorized dealer walked us through every detail, and installation couldn't have been easier.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike, because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Find yours at toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
This Thursday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. For every $60 you spend, that's a 40-cent fuel saver. This Thursday, one day only. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
As each day of summer gets warmer and warmer, we know the last thing we want to do is turn on the oven. But just because it's hot outside doesn't mean we lose our craving for something sweet and creamy. That's why today we're throwing together a no-bake cheesecake that we can whip up faster than you can slather on your sunscreen. We start by beating a package of cream cheese until it's smooth. Once it is, we gradually add in some sugar. Then we add a good amount of sour cream and a splash of vanilla. And if we want, we can use a low-fat option. Now, to make our filling super light, we fold in a container of whipped topping. We want to make sure we do this gently. Once it's mixed well, we spoon this into a graham cracker pie crust and we'll pop it in the fridge to firm up. It doesn't get any easier than this. Like I promised, there's no oven, no hard work, and just a couple of bowls to wash. Does this look refreshing or what? Maybe top it off with a few fresh berries and a sprig of mint, and you're good to go. So here's what I'm thinking. All you have to do is go online and get the recipe for our no-bake cheesecake. This way you'll have it before the holiday weekend, leaving you more time to do all the things you want to do. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a cool and creamy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, over to Julian with the final check of the forecast. Hey, Julian.
And we're going to have a warm next couple of days for us, but not overly warm. However, tomorrow will be on the hot side, so that is not entirely true for the next stretch. But as we get into the weekend, the lower 80s are going to feel rather comfortable as we're not going to see plenty of humidity in store for us. Then sunshine will stick around. We're not looking for much in terms of showers or even some storms. May see a late chance, very isolated. It's not going to be very widespread at all from late Sunday into our Monday. Outside of that, next week we do have some better chances of seeing a bit more rain for us, Leah, but at least we have a great holiday weekend.
Love to hear it. Julian, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us, folks. Have a great rest of your day.